landed on rocks, I have fell into waters, and I still have stayed strong and faced all my fears head on. I got tired of being enslaved, and I decided to make a change. Here's my journey. Hey you guys, I finally did it. I finally got a good little setup in the car. Now hopefully it doesn't fall down. Okay, hopefully. I'm here at the McDonald's, so we are gonna drink, drive, and talk, and maybe eat, depending on what I'm feeling like. And guess what? I reached my first cap, you guys, and we're gonna talk about decisions. McDonald's.
Hi, may I help you?
Hi, good morning. Good afternoon. I'm just doing a McChicken and a Sprite. Why? Because I'm actually just going to go get some yarn. Oh, my eyes are always itching me. I'm only going to get some yarn because I'm going to start another sweater project today. I met this girl inside of the thrift store just now when I went to go look. This lady that I met in the thrift store, and I hope she never ever sees this video because then she's going to think I'm super cheesy. It sounds so like so bisexual, lesbian, so bisexual. But it's all good. She was indeed. She was it's like I felt like I met my twin, but just on the opposite race. Guess it's because so many guys like have screwed me over throughout my life and have lied to me and manipulated me that, like, I don't know, nothing against men. I'm not saying that there's not good men out there that's not married or with their partner or whatever. Y'all do y'all thing, but the chances of you seeing Paviel Gallegos hooked up with another man again in her life at 34 going on 35 years old, the chances are slim to nothing because it's an interesting life. I don't have friends. I don't have my life is pretty darn boring. So if you guys want to gossip about anything in my future or anything 20 years from now, gossip that Paviel said that she was having issues with her partner at that time. I'm gathering myself while I'm driving. I already talked to my landlord already this morning. She's actually a really sweet woman. And, you know, she just has to manage, unfortunately, the apartments and stuff. But she's really a sweet lady. And I already talked to her about it already. Told her that we're going to be doing the RV life. So when she sees me have an RV, don't be nervous. Because that's going to be my new living headquarters. And I'm going to be bunking out of the apartment. But I will give her heads notice and all that stuff. I'm just tired of paying bills. I told her straight up, I'm tired of paying bills. Every time I turn around, my money goes to bills. Let's get into decision making. And let me show you let me tell you what I mean by that, decision making. Because you have to know whether or not you're going to decide to do van life, if you're going to do Skoolie life, if you're going to do RV life. I have had some people say, well, how do you know which one to do or which one to do? Because, well, it depends on your financial situation. It depends on how much money you got saved up, how much you don't got saved up. It depends on how much space you need, all of this stuff. Me personally, because this is my journey, you guys are following me, I'm giving you guys examples along the way, but also giving you guys my own little personal advice. So from the research that I've been doing, I don't know what's going on with this bus. What is going on? I guess the lights were on for a reason. Here we go. This is ridiculous. I don't know what you want to do, how much space you're going to need. Me personally, after all my research, I decided that I'm going to do closer to a shuttle bus. A shuttle bus or a short school bus. Why? Because I think it'll be just enough space for me and my girls. The way I plan on setting it up. Because it's not going to be our forever living. I don't need a super big school bus. Because it's not going to be our forever living. What I mean by that is that I plan on buying a piece of land and then parking on the land and then building while we're staying in our mini Skoolie or, you know, shuttle bus. While we're staying in our bus. Of course, we're going to have everything in there, you know, kitchen, toilet. We're going to have everything we need, just like a mobile home on wheels. Same thing. It's just that I'm going to be building on my land. So the point is to live in our tiny houses on our land. That's the whole point. But I know that building and stuff takes time. So we want to be living in something for the meanwhile while we're building on our land. And of course, we want to explore the options that I've seen online, where we want to actually buy our little piece of property off grid, because I'm going to have to get a well built and everything like that. So all of that stuff takes time, especially if I'm gonna end up buying land somewhere where it's gonna need a well. Now, if I can get somewhere where I could collect rainwater, that's even better. Then I ain't gotta worry about nothing else. I could just collect rainwater, and then I could build the well little by little, but collect rainwater and still, you know, have everything legal, so I could be able to get an address on the land. That's the point. You want to have it legal. Some places you have to have a sewer or septic built or a sewer built before you can even get an address for the land and have your water and stuff. So you got to research this stuff. But if you don't research it, you can just keep watching my journey, and I can kind of push you guys along, show you guys what I'm doing. Besides the fact that you want to decide on your space, I'm going to actually, if I have the link, I'll link it below. But besides the fact that you need to know, girlfriend, what type of space you need, I have 3 girls. I could do good with a school bus, with a mini school bus or a shuttle bus, and I can convert it with 3 beds, have a kitchen and all of that stuff. It'd be a mini tiny house. I've already have the construction layout. It's possible. If you feel you need more space, go for the RV, go for the school buses. But what I've seen, a lot of times you have to worry about whether or not you're going to need a CDL for that school bus. In certain states, not everywhere, but some places are going to require you that. I don't want to go through that headache right now. I'm a person that I just want to go in and out of it. So if I get a shuttle bus, it's a small enough Class C vehicle where they're not going to really mess with me at all. I'm not going to need, it's no type of big type of vehicle, and I'm going to keep it moving. It's easy to do the construction to it, easy to do the conversion, easy to do your holes and drill your holes with certain machinery that any woman can do if you're by yourself. That you could put your water pump and have your gray water tank and everything available. You could set your own little conversion up fast enough to where you could get you and your children on the road if it's you and your kids. If it's just you by yourself, I would definitely go van life. Go van life. Get yourself a wide enough van. You could do a caravan. Even if you, okay, let's say you can only afford a caravan. If you would get a bigger van like a GMC, something that's wider or taller, do that. If you can afford a Sprinter or something, go for it. Decision making, find what vehicle you're going to use. Also as well, start looking into solar panels. People say, well, you only up to your close to your first cap. You don't got all your money yet. You don't got this. Listen, life is about dreaming too. You got to make your dreams come possible. But if you ain't got no dreams to work with and you ain't dreaming about nothing, what are you making possible? So you got to push yourself, because other people around you are not going to push you as much. But then when you start to push yourself more, you start to believe in your own idea, and you start to believe and you start to watch others progress. And when you start to talk about it with others, you'll be surprised. I've been surprised how many other people are understanding and are wanting to do the van life just like me. And that they're like, really? I'm going to do the van life too. So I just passed my card to that. She was so cute. Oh my God. She was like so adorable. You see, I don't got no book, y'all. I'm just recording a video because y'all my friends, and I'm just showing y'all my journey. So I don't got no book. I don't got no script. I'm just going at it. That's why I'm all over the place. So I'm sorry. I'll try to edit some of these things out so it's not like a super long video. You're working on the road, which you should be, because you need some money. Unless you're retired and you're getting a fixed income. It's understood. But if you're working remotely, you want to have at least I would say you want to have at least 400 watt solar panels. 400 watt solar panels. Very important. You need enough charge. You need an inverter. You're gonna need a jackery, cheap jackery. You want to get a jackery that's at least I'm from New York. I back park and I parallel park, y'all. The jackery that's at least 500 or up. 500 or up. Not in dollars. I'm talking about as far as what it could push out, amps, all that stuff. 12 volt. Get 12 volt everything. Make sure that you get your refrigerator. There are these double freezer refrigerators that you could get on Amazon, I believe it is. I'm going to try to link it. You could get it on Amazon, and it works as a freezer and a refrigerator, and it's 12 volts. Hit the road, escape the bills, and then that way you could wait a couple weeks. You could buy yourself a couple weeks of time just to be able to save up for your lithium battery or however you got to hustle and do your thing. So I'm going to Walmart right now. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to record, but I'm going to try to see what I could do here without people looking at me like I'm weird, because, you know, I'm not a person to really have my phone in my hands. Okay, y'all, look like some good colors. All right, y'all, we leaving from Walmart. Also involves, if you're working remotely, your internet setup. Very, very important, your internet setup. You can't make no money if you don't got internet setup. Now, from what I found out since my last video, I touched bases with my boss. As I told you, I've been doing research on what I need to do because I've been preparing myself. I'm not playing, y'all. So, my job could be taken on the road for sure. I needed to make sure for sure. I already knew because I was working from home, but I wasn't for sure if I could take it on the road because I didn't know what was the requirements of that company, if they were okay with that. So doing my research into them, come to find out everything is good. I just have to be on my own VPN. My own private internet connection. Okay? So I do have some companies that I'm going to recommend for you guys that I'm going to try to post up here that you guys can see, some VPNs and some good nomad internet companies. So as I started to explain to you guys, here is very different ways which you can find the right plan for you, which device is right for you, and what doesn't work for you. With this nomad internet, this is not a sponsorship. I'm just showing you all what I plan on using. These are good membership plans with unlimited 4G Lite, no contracts, no data, anything of that sort. You can get whatever type of router that you want to get. The prices are very reasonable, as you can see, from $129 to no more than about $150. Very reasonable prices. So as well, prepare yourself to know where your money is going to go. Your monies, where's your money's gonna go? I personally bank with Huntington. Huntington is only here in Ohio. It sucks. The reason why I say it sucks is because you have Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and you have Charles Schwab. So here's the cool thing with Charles Schwab. You can open up an account. It is free. It only takes 10 minutes. You can an individual brokerage account, and you can either set up just your individual checking account, however you choose to do it, but it is free. And I did it myself, and I signed up myself, and that this way you can access your money all over the place. It's so much really good benefits. Please sign up today. Just click no, I'm new to Schwab, and you can sign up and get your own Charles Schwab account today. Okay? Charles Schwab. I'm going to also link this here too as well. Charles Schwab, okay, if you don't know about them already, which you probably do, maybe you don't. I didn't know about them. So I found out about Charles Schwab. I opened up an account with them online. They're actually easy to open up. All right, y'all, I ran out of space. So anyways, I had to delete some things on my phone. So Charles Schwab. I call it Charles Schwab because I don't know how else to say it, so I'm just going to say Charles Schwab, Charles Bank. I already linked it here already for you to see. Open up an account with them. It's free. You just got to deposit just a few dollars, $1 or $2, whatever you can afford. Get it transferred over. Link your account to whatever other account, trying to be worrying about whether or not there's a place that services them or not, and that you work remotely and you need your money to just be traveling through. You need to be able to stop off at certain places, maybe get money out. Charles Schwab. You're going to need it if you plan on doing this van life, nomad life, school bus life, whatever you want to call it. If you plan on doing this, these are the preparations. So what did we talk about? Decide what type of vehicle you need. That's one. Decide now, even if you don't have all the money, it doesn't matter. Get your hopes up, get riled up about it, whatever, because the time goes by very fast. Decide what vehicle you want. Look on Marketplace, see what things you like. Save the post. Have some hope. Give your own self that hope. Save the post, because you never know. Some people do not sell their things right away. So you can go back to those saved posts and see if the vehicles are still available once you have your money saved up. That's one. Number two, make sure you got your solar panels. If you can, start buying your solar panels piece by piece. You could do that. So then when you got your RV already, then you'll already have at least one solar panel, at least 100 watt or at least a 200 watt solar panel. You can at least get your first jackery, just to be able to have your first generator on the way. So just in case it's an emergency and you guys buy your RV, the RV might not be fully intact, but if the engine is running, or your van, in other words, is running, the motor is running, you got at least a bed or a way to get some water in there, have a water tank, you know, a way to cook your food or something like that. If you could find a way to just get around those little things, sacrifices, until you're able to fix your things, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do. I'm doing it with y'all. So this is what you got to do. Start planning that stuff. And then plan your internet out. The internet that I'm showing you guys that is available, Nomad internet thing, it's like $149. It's not that expensive per month. When you think about it, you leave it on your other bills. You pay $150 for the internet. It's not that bad considering that you get internet wherever you go. You get a free checking account to be able to move your money. You got solar plants for free electricity. You got your generator just in case an emergency. And all you're really doing is paying your gas and your food, etc. If you're really smart, you'll stop off at certain states that might be holding pantries, and you pick up your food from the pantry, and then you ain't got to spend no money on food on the road. You could just cook and use whatever canned foods you have. We got a lot of canned foods right now from the pantry that are going to last until 2022. I'm going to take those with us on the road. Because this is about traveling, enjoying life, and getting the best of what you could get made out of life. This is not about shorthanding yourself. This is not about paying bills and making things more expensive for yourself once you leave from all the bills. It's about making things more convenient, so then that way you could get to your main goal, which is buying your land. Buying your land, placing your vehicle on your land, and your mobile home while you build your little tiny houses, your little 10 by 12s, whatever you're allowed to do. Now, if that county says you have to build a single home, a certain foundation and all of that stuff, hey, if you got to get a homie to help you out, and even if you don't know what you're doing. Me personally, I'm a ruffian. So I'm a person that I've always done this all my life in this way. Whatever somebody else can do, I can do. This is the way I've always ran my life. What somebody else can do, I can do. Can nobody tell me that somebody else with two other hands could build a house, but I can't? The only thing I don't have that they don't have is I might not have the knowledge that they have on certain things, but that's why they have YouTube and videos and research for you to research how to do your own things. The frustration becomes within yourself. Most people get frustrated within themselves to do things. They say to themselves and they constantly remind themselves and tell themselves, you can't do it, you can't do it. That's the problem. You can do it. You have to tell yourself you could do it. You must do it. Because what if there's nobody around? Back in the days, they didn't have the luxury to be able to call, they didn't have the luxury to be able to call, the handyman up the street and say, hey, come build my house and fix my plumbing. They didn't have that luxury back in 1892. They didn't have that luxury back in 1910. They didn't have that luxury, so there was builders, of course, but it wasn't that luxurious as we do it now. Nobody wants to even learn how to build like a shack now, okay? They just want to call upon somebody to do it. When you're going to get out here on this grind, on this journey, you got to learn how to do things on your own. That's very important. It ain't no tiff-tap and rafts around it. You're going to have to learn how to do things on your own, whether or not you like it or not. And if you don't plan on doing things on your own, this is not the journey you should be trying to take. Because if you don't even want to lift up a hammer, even if you're 60 years old, if you don't want to lift up a screwdriver or a hammer eventually, van life is not for you. Because you're going to have to screw in something one day. You're going to be traveling and you might have to change your tire. You're going to have to do something physical. So, if you don't have help that's traveling with you, you're going to have a plan B, plan C. You can't just think that everything is going to be peasy peasy. Everything's going to be like whatever. You have to have a plan B, plan C, plan whatever. I'm going to go in here and buy something yesterday. The Henny had me like, Saturday's Henny spree had me like, oh my God. Do some corner store real quick. I'm gonna go run into this corner store real quick and I'll be back. Alright, y'all. I'm home. Okay, so I'm hot as hell because I'm inside this car and it's hot. So now I'm opening up the door. But it is hot. Let me get my things together. Went into the corner store. Got what I had to get. I'm home now. Take my ass inside this house. So y'all got it, right? Y'all already know what the deal is already. Y'all know what y'all got to do. All of this RV life and van life and stuff like that, you need to know. But I'm having y'all watch my journey so y'all don't think it's some easy cruise type deal. You guys got to see the whole flow. You got what I'm saying? And every little thing that I'm learning along the way, I'm going to show you guys along the way, all right? So, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are great. Thank you guys so much. And remember, always remember, and always keep in mind every time you're feeling depressed and everything, remember that we're breathing, and that's a blessing that we have, that we are not entitled to, but we have it every day. Remember that there's no such thing as good people and bad people. You know, no such thing as good people and bad people before you start pointing the finger saying this person is good, this person is bad. There are joyful people and miserable people. And I choose to be joyful, and I hope you do too. So have a wonderful day, and make sure that you subscribe and like to my videos. Subscribe. This stuff is free. I need 1,000 subscribers. I need you guys to help me. Help a sister out. I need 1,000 subscribers, and it takes 1 second to subscribe. And I know a lot of you guys watch YouTube. So subscribe, please, even if you don't watch all my videos, because you'll just be helping us as a community out here on YouTube. This is a free platform, and it's made to be used. So let's use it for something positive and some positive information. Subscribe, help a sister out. I need 1,000 subscribers. I need a lot of watch hours. So please watch my videos completely. It will only help me, and I appreciate you all, because I do the same for everybody too. Every time I hit somebody's channel, whether or not I'm going to watch their videos or not, or check in with them or not, I always subscribe and like their videos, because I know that one like or that one subscribe, whether or not it's 1 out of 1 million, is going to help them succeed on YouTube. And right now it's hard times, so any little thing will help. Remember, joyfulness is key. Love you all. Have a good day.